Hi. So, only a couple days later, and it's already time for another one of these card episodes, which is a new series I just started a few days ago with those Three Stooges cards. This time it should be a fairly quick episode. It is just one pack that we have to deal with. But I thought this would be a neat one to open up on the show here. These are CB Talk trading cards from, I want to say 1975, I think the listing said. I'll have to double check, or probably the cards will have a copyright on them. The pack itself does not seem to. But yeah, for you youngins out there, and I say that as if this isn't, a little before my time too, but I was born in 1983, but in the 1970s, there was kind of the middle part of that decade, there was kind of a craze for CB radios. As I understand it, a big part of it was that licensing yourself as a CB user became much more affordable at that time. It wasn't new technology, but it became much more within reach, and along with that, a lot of people started using it. Trucker culture in general started to kind of become popularized along with it. So yeah, there was this fad for CB radios, and that can be seen reflected, of course, in movies like Smokey and the Bandit and the song Convoy by C.W. McCall, which was, he was not a real guy, by the way. C.W. McCall, who sang Convoy, was actually a character played by, I think his name was Bill Fries. He was actually an ad man. But yeah, he had a big hit with this novelty song Convoy that used all the trucker slang that was used on CB radios by truckers. So yeah, this pack of Fleer cards obviously ties into that. CB Talk trading cards. Break, 1020 Rubber Duck, which was the handle of the main character of the song Convoy, just in case you weren't aware of that. Smokey, you can't fool me. Extra official truck sticker. I'm sure that'll look very cool on the bumper of my truck, which is to say my Subaru Outback. And we also have joy of joys, one stick of gum inside. So that'll be a funky adventure in and of itself, won't it? I can feel the stick of gum lurking right here. So yeah, we have that little to look forward to. It feels like it's intact, incidentally, which is kind of surprising. I remember, buying gum cards back, in my day as a kid in the late 80s, early 90s, and, the gum will be shattered when you bought them from the store then, and this stick seems to still be intact from, again, the mid-1970s. So, yeah, we'll see what that part is like. Shoot an eyeball on that CB Talk dictionary on the flip side of each card, good buddy. And we have the ingredients of the gum in question, which seems to include just about nothing natural. So, well, there's sugar there, I guess. But Fleer Corporation, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, made and printed in the USA. So, the wrapper's in very good shape. I almost hate to open it up, but I think we can open it without doing any real damage to it. So, here we go. Oh, that opened right away, clean in one piece. So the adhesive was still holding, but not by a whole lot. All right, we're in, and that's a lot more colorful than I was expecting, I'll say that. And underneath is, oh yeah, there it is, there's the gum. And I guess this is the sticker, Smith's Transfer Corporation. Kind of adhered to the gum in a manner that's probably a bit unpleasant, but we'll come back to that. We'll come back to the gum. Let's take a look at the cards first. Back 'em down. Smokey is advertising on 76 west outside this Philly town. When I'm flashing my lights, I'm advertising, and it's gonna cost you some green stamps, boy. I kind of like the style, the comic style of the main artwork, and then the cop is an actual black and white photograph kind of superimposed into it. That's kind of a neat comic style. I dig that. And then on the back we have part of the CB Talk dictionary. So here we have, it's a set of 60 cards in all. This is card number 10, and this is part of the C's. So under C, camera is police radar. Catch car is a police car near radar to catch speeders. Channel 9 is the emergency channel. Channel 19 is the truckers channel. And chicken coop is the truck weighing station. And actually no copyright date, so I'll have to look that up. I'll put the date in the description of the video. Sorry about that. Should have double checked that, but unfortunately my phone is the camera I'm using right now, so a little tricky to actually check that. Alright, so here's the first one. Here's another one. Smokey there. The cop reminds me of Ranger Danger, who was, I've probably mentioned him in other videos at some point. He was the local Fox 23 Kids host in Albany, New York, and you know, when I was a kid in the early 90s, I guess he would have been on. He was actually a radio DJ under the name Uncle Vito, and he was around for years and years. But for a number of years, he, for Fox 23, kind of moonlighted as Ranger Danger, who, he was a park ranger, he wasn't a cop, but he dressed in kind of a similar uniform to the trooper uniform here. He was a gentleman of a similar physique, I suppose, as well. And he did a lot of, like, you know, sort of classic slapstick and pratfalls. He'd always, you know, something would go wrong, like he would go to a car wash and he'd get his sleeve caught in the door of his car when he gets out, so he goes through the car wash on the outside of the car, and he'd always say something at the end and then say, "Oh yeah." But yeah, he was great. He was kind of last of a dying breed as far as like the local TV kids show hosts, the local channel guys. And yeah, he was on Fox 23, but he has a YouTube channel, and a lot of those videos he did back in the 90s are on that. Most, if not all of them, so they're well worth looking up. Anyway, he's giving me some green stamps. I just love doing this when the boys do something foolish. And this is card number 48. So under the R's, rubberneckers are motorists who slow down to watch and thus cause a traffic jam. Rugrats are small children, and rugs are bad tires. And we have the beginning of the S's. School 20 is the location of the school. I suppose the 20 referring to the speed limit. So, yeah, again, kind of dig the artwork. Little discrepancy in sort of perspective between the photo of the cop and the cartoon of the trucker. But, yeah, again, I like the color work in this especially. Alright, so we're a 4-lane parking lot. You Sunday driver, move that junker. Move it, sister. I should be doing character voices for these 4 different truckers, I suppose, but whatever. Incidentally, Sunday driver, that was actually an insult when I was in elementary school. If somebody was walking down the hall, like, too slow in front of you, you'd say, "Hey, don't be a Sunday driver," or "I'm stuck behind a Sunday driver here." And it would also carry over to roller skating parties and things like that. So, yeah, that actually kind of, I guess, stuck around in slang, at least in my small town. Anyway, the cop says, "That's what happens when everybody tries to go to the same place at the same time." Kind of like the Three Stooges trying to walk through a door together. So this is card number 9. So we actually have cards 9 and 10. We have a sequence here. So we have the last of the bees. Bubble trouble is tire problems. Cackle crate is a live poultry truck. And call sign and call letters are the official FCC number designations. Alright, so how many cards are there? There's actually a few of these. 7, I guess. I guess that's what the Stooges packs were, too. Anyway, I'm gonna do it all the way to Guitar Town. Well, he thinks he'll make it to Nashville, but I'll catch him first. So, spy in the sky is a police aircraft. Streaking is the top speed, which did also have another connotation in the 70s, of course. Sucker brakes are vacuum brakes. Superdome City is New Orleans, Louisiana, although that just puts into my mind the incredible song for Micro Machines' Super Van City from the commercial, which is a real banger. Look up that commercial, too. Super Van City, Micro Machines. Anyway, sweeping leaves is a rear CB car or truck in a convoy. And they're on Interstate 40, apparently. Alright, Smokey thinks I don't see him in that brown paper bag, but I know he's there. I'll get rubber duck this time in this unmarked police car. So, yeah, I guess they're still, you know, kind of banking on the character from the Convoy song. So this is card number 8. We actually have 8, 9, and 10 so far, don't we? We actually have a sequence going. Anyway, under the B's, both feet on the floor and looking for more, is trying to go full speed. Boulevard is expressway. Breaker is one requesting to use a channel. Break is requesting the use of a channel. And Bubblegum Machine are the police lights and flashing beacons. Alright, so 2 more. I'm carrying a load of post holes and heading home. Just because you're running empty, don't think you can speed, boy. And so we jump to card 54 here. Card 54, where are you? Under T's, taking pictures is police using a radar unit. 10 code is the CB code abbreviations. 10-1 is weak signal. 10-2 is strong signal. 10-3 is stop transmitting. And I assume that would have carried over to the next card for probably the most famous, the 10-4. Good buddy. And then we have, as I drop it, all right, here we go. Here we have our last card of the pack. Quit this ratchet jawing, good buddy. Somebody's copy in the mail. Yo, right, big mouth rubber duck. I'm listening to every word you say. As he's standing in the middle of the road. That doesn't seem too safe there, officer. I don't know. And apparently this guy's just carrying a truck full of pies, huh? Anyway, are they still on oh no, that's a speed limit sign. This was around the time the national speed limit was established to 55 also. So yeah, that's kind of a little bit of a time capsule to include there. Yeah, I think that was around the time that this CB and trucking craze was going on that that was established. Oh, we have another card from that first sequence we had. So card number 7 of 60. Still in the B's. Blew my doors off past a car or truck at high speed. Blood Box is an ambulance. A Blown Pumpkin is a flat tire. Also a good band name. Bobtailing is a car without a CB rig following one with a CB. A Boll Weevil with a novice driver. And a boob tube is a television, which I don't know if that was, you know, specific to trucker slang, because I always heard that being used. So, yeah, I don't know if that one was specific to a time or place. But yeah, at any rate, let's see. So we have card 7 there. There's 9, 8, 9, 10. And then we have 48, 53, and 54. So, yeah. Pretty good selection. They got a bunch in a row, and actually a couple more in a row in the 50s too. Yeah, cool set. I like the artwork on these. I might see if I can collect more of this set, you know, just for fun. So I have 7. There's well, there's 60 in total. So there's what, 53 more of them to get. But yeah, they're cool. I dig them. And again, kind of a nice time capsule to a certain place in time. So, I guess we're putting off the inevitable, the gum. Let's take another look. Again, it's adhered to the truck sticker here. I wonder if this was a real brand. I'll have to check that out. Anyway, yeah. To be fair, it doesn't look or feel any less edible than it probably was in 1970, whatever. You know, this is pretty much how I remember them. I'll do my my all drinks considered thing. We'll do all of our tests. So there's the visual test. We'll do the smell test. Doesn't smell like much of anything. Just smells like, yeah, pretty much nothing. I mean, maybe there's a hint of the cardboard from the cards, but I don't smell anything. So now we do the taste test. Of course, we're not doing the taste test. We're doing the taste test, aren't we? You know, curiosity is going to get the better of me sooner or later, so I might as well do it on camera so you can all enjoy my reaction. I'm not going to chew this, don't worry. I'm going to just very lightly touch a corner of it to my tongue. I'm going to question my life choices all along the way. Even Adrian's worried, if you heard that meow from off camera. Anyway, here we go. Yeah, Yeah, I don't taste much of anything. Very, very slight hint of bubblegum. Doesn't taste like rot or anything like that, so I guess that's a good sign. So yeah, again, to be honest, it's probably exactly as edible as it was in 1975 or whenever these were made. Yeah, Adrian, I know. It's not my best decision to try that, but anyway, yeah, it's probably no less edible than it was in 1975 or, again, whatever year. Again, I'll put the actual year in the description. Since I should have looked that up already, I'll probably even put it in the title. But I'm still not going to actually chew it. One more little. Yeah, I do actually taste the bubble gum as it moistens a little. But I think that's about as far as I'm willing to go. Probably more than far enough anyway. But yeah, we'll set that down. So there you have it. CB Talk trading cards from the 1970s. Very cool artwork. I really do dig the style, the humor, and, you know, just the idea of them as a time capsule. So yeah, they're very cool cards. I'll definitely hang on to these, and I might even see about trying to collect all of them. If not, you know, it's only 60 cards, so maybe try to get a full set of them at some point. But yeah, anyway. Hope you enjoyed. Hit like and subscribe. And this is, again, only the second of these card episodes that I've done, but I'll probably do more at some point. Probably not quite as soon as this followed the first episode of it, but I'll do them at some point for sure. In the meantime, probably coming up soon, next week, will be the next part of my Final Fantasy Mystic Quest playthrough on my Let's Play sub-series. And we'll do something sometime in the near future, in addition to that as well. So anyway, I'm Dan. This has been Dan's Card Corner on the Dan's Objects of Interest channel. We'll see you next time. Hit like and subscribe.